Man accidentally printed water stains on a piece of white paper. When he wiped with a paper towel, a set of numbers on it caught his attention. Driven by curiosity, Cage wrote it on the board, as he repeatedly disassembled the division, and eventually came up with a date.
9/11/01.
In order to verify the conjecture, Cage came to the computer before the search, found that the date of the number just corresponds to the day of the 9/11 incident, and the number of deaths also with the number of matches, which makes Cage scared out of a cold sweat, because these figures are left in 1959. But also predicted that the disaster in 2001. In order to verify whether the coincidence, Cage to the whole sheet of paper numbers all written on the wall, and used the computer to check one by one. The results found that each group of numbers corresponding to the date of the disaster occurred on the same day. Not only the time match, even the number of deaths are not the slightest difference. At this point, he noticed that each time and the number of deaths followed by a number of figures. In order to seek answers, the next day Cage to find the help of astronomy friends, explaining to him the meaning of this paragraph of numbers, telling him that there are still 3 disasters have not yet occurred, and that the latest disaster is tomorrow. According to the record of these numbers, tomorrow there will be 81 people killed, but the friend thinks that these have no scientific basis. Back home Cage has been watching the TV, until the early hours of the morning also did not see news reports about the disaster, when Cage's son suddenly phoned to tell Cage that it is raining today, so that he came to pick up their own. On the way to pick up his son, Cage inadvertently saw the latitude and longitude coordinates on the navigation. He found that the coordinates of the number is very familiar, so he took out the number of charts. After comparing, he suddenly understood that those who have not cracked the number of coordinates is the latitude and longitude coordinates, that is, the place where the disaster occurred. In order to confirm the conjecture, he got off the car and walked to the front, and asked the traffic police ahead is not someone dead. The traffic police only said that the front of the car accident, finished with a face of panic to run backward. Cage turned his head to see an airliner is rushing to this place.